Sharks home ground upgrade, it all looked promising. Hopefully, you're hopeful of getting a government injection of cash, and you're down to the pointy end, the 11th hour, you get the call, you're not getting any money.
Yeah, all deals are off. It's really disappointing.
Because you did a lot of lobbying for the help, with Volandis and yourself. And
we've spent countless amount of hours and time and years on lobbying. And the most disappointing thing for us as a club is that our football club is a not-for-profit club. Our football club is a community-based club. And if you look at everybody else that's has been given some form of government money, it's really to benefit their own, and not to be disrespectful, and good on them for getting it right, but whether it's a Centre of Excellence at Concord, whether it's a Centre of Excellence at Belmore, whether it's a Centre of Excellence for Parramatta, it's for their own use, right? Our structure is very, very different. Yes, because we own our own stadium, we do more community programs than anyone else, because we can, using the stadium lot. The disappointing thing was that we got given some false pretenses that there was money there for us, and we'd expended quite a bit of money on some designs to get a little stadium upgrade and a Centre of Excellence at the stadium, to then be told.
How certain were you at the time that you were going to get the coin?
We were extremely certain, to the degree that we went and got designs made, conceptual, we got QS reports, and we had to understand.
Not free of charge.
No, not free of charge. And with the money that had been slated, we had to put the program together. So it is very disappointing to then be told we're a private entity. And I don't understand how we're a private entity when you look at someone like the Rabbitohs. And again, good luck for them. They got given some funds, but they've got private ownership. And the benefactor of the Centre of Excellence is a private owner. How is that any different for our club? Because they say we're a private entity, but yet we're not for profit and we're member-based. Disappointing. Look, we've got to move on though, right? It's about now moving on and what else can we do? And we've had a couple of attempts to, sort of reach out to the new Premier, Chris Minns, and congratulations to him, on being elected as the 47th Premier of New South Wales and getting government. And we wish him the very best, but I think there's still an opportunity to have a discussion. And the discussion may be that if there is any money sitting at all in the government coffers for Stadia, Centre of Excellences, maybe it's a reallocation of where was that money going to be spent, and maybe we can just rethink about it and reallocate some funds.
But it wasn't just Centre of Excellence, it was actually an upgrade.
It was an upgrade,
It was an upgrade for the field, which is desperately needing.
Well, to your point, we went down a path where we got excited that we've got given some funds for a Centre of Excellence. Then to get told you got that funding plus a stadium upgrade, so we got even further excited. More money expended on conceptual drawings and architectural drawings and QS reports to then, reach the pinnacle of saying there's over 100 million for the Sharks, and that was a game changer. To then go to zero. When we went to zero, then the then Treasurer said to us, look, we'll find you money, it's not fair and you deserve to have it, so we'll get you started. And again, another promise was made that they give us something, and here we were at the 11th hour and we got given zero. But look, like I said, we need to move on. We need to find a way in which we do get some improvements, and the improvements that are required really, we've been awarded finally that NRLW licence that we've been chasing for some years. That's enormous for the club. It's enormous for the community. We're the second in participation at Junior League, only behind Penrith. And that's people playing at a younger age. We've got over 5,500 juniors registered.
I thought the Illawarra.
Can I put you on the spot?
We are second.
Or can I say southwest to Campbelltown, adjacent to Penrith?
Mark, we are second, and this is why it's even more disappointing.
Yeah.
It gets more interesting. We're number one for female participation.
Wow.
And we continue to get overlooked, right? So that's the frustration from our point of view. We're investing, we're putting all the energy, the resources, and everything you can do to nurture the game, and we get overlooked. But at the very least, if we can speak to Chris Minns and government to say at least try and help us out to get the facility to a standard where we can do a women's game into a men's game. And what we require there is just an upgrade of the existing facilities, right? Absolutely. Some additional change rooms, a bit more of a medical unit sort of set up, and we're not after much money. And given that every other club has been given some funds, why can't they look upon the Sharks that is a community club, not for profit, and doing everything as far as the key metrics go to lead the way?
But as a team, I mean, these days you've got the Penrith Centre of Excellence, Rabbitohs just about to open theirs, Parramatta are going to do a huge sort of Centre of Excellence out there, which they're building, to attract talent to the club. That makes that job a lot more difficult when you haven't got it.
Yeah, well, from a competitive point of view, absolutely. We don't have the shiny toy compared to everyone else.
I mean, because when you're parading a player down, you're trying to, wine and dine a player to get him signed on the dotted line, part of that is like come to our club, look at our facilities, look at our lifestyle. I mean, we tick the lifestyle box, no doubt, down in the south, and that's a big attraction to a lot of players. Yeah, but it's a great spot to live.
Can you come a bit forward so I can keep eye contact with you there?
That's all right. But I think that that would be, difficult in a lot of respects, wouldn't it?
It makes it very difficult. You want to be proud about your facilities, and as you say, you're taking whether it's a junior, whether it's a marquee, whoever it may be, you want to be proud of your facilities. But more importantly, what they're doing at other clubs is you're spot on. They're getting walked through the shiny new toy, and the facilities look superb. And here we are playing at the same level, at the same competition, and as I said, we're providing the nursery. But yet we get overlooked, and yet when we go to walk them through, we've got some outdated facilities. Now, I know a lot of people, there's a debate, there's a big debate about why don't we pay for it ourselves? Well, if every other club paid for their own, then I wouldn't have a problem either. But every other club has been given some form of funding to improve. So why is it that we continue to get overlooked?